Hello, good afternoon. Let me check, make sure I'm good. There we go. Hi, Lisa's Clocks. Thank you for popping in. Let's see who else is there. Love and Treasure. Good afternoon. Mama Debbie. Hi, everybody. Christy. Hello, hello, hello. So, today, we are going to get some boxes unpacked from my move. We moved, we're going on week 3 that we're in the new house. Luckily, it was just down the road. We didn't have to drive or fly or anything like that, but still got some boxes to unload of all the stuff that I've had. And I have a new box of stuff that I've sourced in the time that I've been here. Hi, Brown Paper Package. What a fun name. So yeah, that's what we're doing. We're gonna open up this tote over here, and as I get them out, I'll put them out here. It was funny. We moved in, and then a week later we went on vacation, and so I still have boxes to unpack. But although I guess it's not that bad because everybody I talked to that has moved recently, and then their recently is 18 months to 5 years. They still have boxes, so I don't feel so bad. What is everybody up to right now other than hanging out, seeing what we can pull out of here? I'm just going to start pulling things out. Some things I've had for a while, but they've been buried, so I haven't really shown it. Like this, carved, I want to say cigar and cigarette holder maybe, because it has the smaller notches, but then the really massive ones. I think that's a match striker too. So this piece is really cool. Looks like all hand carved, and you can see hand stained because the stain has worn off. We'll start this at 18 if anybody's interested. Put that over there. And I have what are called some netsukis. Oh man, it's been a minute since I've looked these up. I'm pretty sure they're Japanese. And they would go on a piece of clothing or kind of like a necklace piece. And they have these holes to string the string through, or the yarn or whatever. Some of these are risque, like this one. But they're just really cool. They're hand carved. And then this tiger one is just absolutely amazing. These are pretty collectible. And they are all signed. I don't read what those characters are, so I'm not sure what it says. These would be $30 starts. And then I have this really dark, continuous, almost like infinity type swirl of these koi fish. And there's the signature on this one. And then there's the hole for the yarn or the string or whatever would get strung through there. Let's see what else I can pull out of here. Hello, everybody. Hi, Adina. Hello, hello. I'm gonna pull y'all up on my other screen too. Let me do that real quick, just so I don't miss any comments or anything. I do have some things in my bin. And I also have a lot of other things I can pull to auction if anybody's interested in those. I wasn't sure how many boxes we'd get through to like be able to put specific things. Hi, Elliot's Landing, Melanie, Nancy's Vintage Treasure. Hello, hello, hello. Mona's Antique Attic. Hi, everybody. Good morning. Afternoon. I usually go on at 11, but today I wasn't quite sure the timing of things, so I pushed it back a little bit. Okay, so let's keep pulling things out. And as I keep pulling them out and setting them on the table, if you're interested in anything, just let me know. We got a cute USA pottery, maybe Shawnee baby planter. I don't think there's any damage on this. Just maybe a little dirty on the inside. Looks like that might be able to come out with just like some warm water. And that'd be perfect. Yeah, I don't see any damage. And then there's the bottom, USA 506. So there's that. Let's see. I've got this Italian pottery spoon rest. I'm just looking it over as I unpack. You never know what happened in transit. It's also got a wire in the hole for a wall hanging. It's marked Italy on the back. And then look at the beautiful colors. Very pretty for spring. I think I have maybe pulled this out one other time, like in one of my first shows maybe. But otherwise it's just been tucked away on the shelf and I just haven't been able to pull it out because then everything would topple on top of it. Kind of like a stippled painting job. The blues and the yellow and the red. Very pretty. You can see the green a little bit better turned this way. But in person, it's quite more of a teal, like a dark teal for right here. This is just an $8 start if anybody's interested. Put that back there. I'm just digging through this little container back here. I've pulled this guy out before. I got this cute little owl. Hand-carved owl. He does have a decent like boo-boo back here. But it's on the very back. And he has all his toes. And his beak is fine. His ears are fine. Just some rubbing. Probably just needs some wood oil to kind of just spruce him up a little bit. I don't know that I've actually gotten any wood oil yet. I think that's like the one thing I haven't gotten for like some items to spruce him up. This guy's a $10 start. Look how cute he is. And here's a fun kind of like primitive style little vase. Looks like it has a little handle, so we'll use it as a watering can for your plants. Hi, Honest Birds. Hi, Hetty. Good afternoon. Thanks for popping in. Here is the bottom. This is a little guy. I think it's just a couple inches tall, maybe 3 inches tall. Let me see. About 3.5, 3 3/4 tall there. This guy will just be a $5 start. I think he's in my store, and I can pull him up if anybody's interested. see, I think I just saw him. Trying to remember what I titled him. Let me look over here. I know I've pulled him out before. Sorry for the commercial. Let me see. Let's see. Where did he go? I will be popping on again tonight. Tonight will be a jewelry show. It'll be a late jewelry show. It's really only late because my kiddo goes to bed so late. His bedtime is like 10:15. That's like the best bedtime we've gotten for him, to where he'll sleep through the night. But it makes sense because I'm on mid shift at the hospital, which is my more my part-time job, than a more full-time mom now. Let's see. There he is. We'll just move this guy to stage. Oh yeah, he's got the Corinthian style, like painting on him. It is hand painted. No damage. Looks like there's like a firing crack down here, but I don't see it inside. The little bit I can see. He's got some cute little animals on there. Oh, he is about 4 inches. And this top part is 2, with like that opening just being right at 1 inch. We'll just go ahead and run them. Get some bids going, or at least some items running. I got you, get ya. What a fun name. Annie B, Peggy W, Kathy Cam. Hi. All right, thank you for looking at that. I'll set him back here. Hi. We are just unpacking my boxes from moving. So just going through stuff that made the trip with me to a new house. Only 15, 20 maybe, 20 minutes, bad day. But everything had to be packed up. Now everything has to have a spot for it. I have another shelving unit I need to get from the attic, but they'll be fine. They'll be fine. We got this cute little shepherd. I believe it is Mexican pottery, and it went with like a nativity. So he's cute on his own, just like a primitive decor, but like I love the blue accents on him with the browns. There is no damage. He's still got his staff and like fun kind of golden detailing on there. He is not marked, but looks like there was a little sticker right here. But research was just showing that he possibly came with a nativity set. And so he's just a little replacement piece, or he's just fun on his own. It's just some rubbing on some paint. It is smooth, it's not chipped. Yeah, he's in great condition. I think I've pulled him up before. Let's see if I can find him. Let's see if he's over here. guess I don't have a listing for him, so we can go ahead and make it. He is 6.5 inches tall. Hi, English Rose. I love seeing some new names I haven't seen before. I love it. Thank you for popping in and hanging out. Let me get a good picture on him. Sorry. Shaking you around a little bit. Apologize. I say inches tall, I think, right? More like 6.5. Let me fix that real quick. He is just a $8 start. Go find him now. There he is. Move to stage. Hi, everybody. Thank you for popping in. Oh, who else did I miss? D. Gentry, Rich Tigers, Bunny, Harperta. Oh, that's fun. Michelle. Hi. If you're looking for anything specific, more primitive, more pottery, more porcelain, more glass, just let me know and I'll try to dig a little bit further into the box and find those specific things for you. Hi, B. Brown. Good afternoon. So we can get you what you want. You know what I mean? Let's run this guy. We're running this cute little shepherd. My favorite part is his scarf with the blue and the white. I'm very much a blue and white pottery gal. He's so cute. He's got all his fingers. No toes, but that's fine. And no chips or cracks on this guy. Just some rubbing of the paint. Just a little bit on his cuff right here. That's it. Here is another more primitive piece. It is a beautiful hand-carved candle holder. Little pillar candle holder, or I bet it can even hold like a decent sized bowl, which would be kind of cute, kind of fun. It has some natural crack, but like it is a solid piece. I believe there's natural crack on the base, but like that was there when it was made, I would assume. Is not like broken or fallen apart. Like it is sturdy. This is an $18 start. It's got some decent weight, and it is 7.25 inches tall. The top is 4 and a half, like 4 5/8, if you're going to be specific. I know I have this in there. Let me make sure. Let me switch it over to auction. There it is. Let me switch it over to auction. I said 12, I believe, on this. We'll run this one. There it is. Move to stage. Hi, Navy Mama. Hello again. It's been a little bit. How are you doing? Is the instrumental music too loud? I know it's sitting right next to my phone, so just let me know if it's too loud. Hi, Love to Thrift and Lessa. Positively Vintage, B Brown. Hi, everybody. Thank you for popping in. Looks like on top it's more of like all the primitive stuff, and then we're just going through this box back here, helping me unpack. And let's run this candle holder. Hand carved. There's like the original stickers on the bottom. Made in not sure what it says on the sticker, but it says made in something somewhere. All right, thank you for looking at that one. Let's get these cool mugs. Get some mid-century going on. Mid-century style items. That's what I like too. Here are these fun mugs. It's just the pair. And they are very fun, very mid-century in style with like the retro flowers. They're 4 inches tall. Their opening is 3 1/4. I know I have these somewhere. Let me pull those up. There they are. Dang, I knew I didn't get those switched over yet. Wasn't quite sure which box I was going to open first, but here we go. These will be at $18 start for the pair. 18 for both. Hi, Inferal. Or is it Pharrell? I'm sorry. Pull these up, move to stage. These are very fun. There is no marking on them, so I'm not sure who to attribute them to. And that's not a chip, that's just like a extra paint from the flower that got fired on the handle. But look at I love like the dark mauve or like the purpley red with the green. And then it pairs well with the soft tan and the green. Hi, Monty. Good afternoon. We are running both of these for 18. And they're running. Here they go. No damage, no call outs, and they're not marked. All right, thank you. Hi, Honest Poems. All right, let's see what is next. I have a few things on the table that we've already kind of walked through. If you're interested in any of them, just let me know and I'll pull them forward so you can see a little bit better, or just go ahead and run it. All right, I have this signed Burlwood turned vase. It doesn't have an insert You need to put like a glass insert in it before using it for real flowers. Or it'd be lovely for some nicely done faux flowers. And it is signed right down here. I believe that says 14. So just 12 years old, but is lovely. I love the carved burl wood with the natural knots in it. And this one has a lot. Let's see. Like the little detailing right here is so lovely. This side is my favorite. Even with that natural crack in there, I love it. Make sure I got this one in there. Let me switch it over to a live auction. This one is at $18 start. Let me pull that one up. There it is. This guy is 5.5 inches tall, with that opening being 2 7/8, just right there under 3 inches. Hi, Garden Girl. Good afternoon. Oh, I don't need to run this for 30 seconds. There we go. All right. This is going for 15 seconds and $18 start with all this natural lines and the knots. Oh, so pretty. There's the inside. Absolutely stunning. Thank you for looking at that. I have these made in Finland. These almost look like brown bags, like back in the day, or pants. I'm not sure what shape these are, but these are candle holders, glass candle holders. Beautiful shiny bottom with their original sticker, made in Finland. And there you go. So these are made in Finland candle holders. I'm not sure if I've shown these before, so I'll have to do a listing for these, but let me do that really quick. Pair of these are a $12 start. These are little, but they're really cute for like a kind of a vanity, or like in the bathroom, or a vignette. So they're 2 1/4 by 1 1/4. And they're both have their stickers. Wärtsilä, Finland. I'm sure I butchered that. There's the sticker. These are running. $12 start for the pair. The Finland glass candle holders. It's the bottom. Is anybody at work on their lunch hour right now? I feel like that's who I pick up when I do like these midday shows. Just some lunch break shopping, which would be a good time. for sure. I have this little cutie. Who did I just miss popping in? Let's see. Hi, Kiko. Hi, Farley, Garden Girl. Thank y'all for popping in. So we're looking at this little Asian guy. I'm pretty sure it would be considered a kokeshi with this little bobblehead. But it's like a two-headed one, and they're like trying to get in somewhere. They're almost like kids in movies where they're like trying to hide the other one on the shoulders of the other one. I love it. Hi, Natalka. Good afternoon. This guy is just about 6 inches tall to the top of the hat. There are some characters on here. There's the bottom, kind of more staining under there. It's this cute little bobblehead guy with his little friend. I love this scarf. Very pretty color. Turn him around for you. There we go. Let me pull him up. Not sure what I called him. Let me see. There he is. Let me pull him to the live show. All right, let me see. Let me pull him up. There he is. So he's about, what did I say, 7 inches. Hi, Linda Gone. Welcome in. We're just going through some packaged up boxes that made the move with me. All right, we are going to run this guy, little bobblehead, Kokeshi, double-headed doll. This might be an artist signature. He's just so cute. There's the back, his beautiful little scarf. All right, thank you for looking. Hi, Sue. Good afternoon. Let's see what else. Let's get a glass piece. Maybe some Bohemian glass, maybe? Romanian glass. So here's this piece. The beautiful flowers. Hand-painted raised flowers. And the gold gilding, which is absolutely stunning. Just a fun, like cactus-like design on the front is what it looks like to me. Hi. Got some blue flowers, some red flowers, and like the beautiful yellow and green detailing. Welcome back, Christy T. We got some glass up right now. Let's see, this one is 8 inches tall. And the mouth is 1 3/4. It's a cute little bud vase. Pretty sure I have this one in here. Amber glass. Go find it over here. Sorry. So my name's Mariah. I'm Morai Finds. It's my little shop name. I am in North Texas, and I love finding glass and pottery. Those are the main things I like to find and source. Sorry, I'm trying to talk and find the vase. I know I've had it in here before. Oh well, we'll just make a listing. Let's make a new one. I'm actually a paramedic by trade, and I picked this fun hobby at first, and now it's becoming a thing thanks to knickknacks of the live sales and actually selling my finds. I was on other platforms, but this one is way more fun, obviously, because it's knickknacks. This is just a little $6 start on this vase. Sorry, guys. I don't know why this is giving me so much trouble. Give me one moment. Find it. Go. Oh, there it is. Huh. I think it just popped up. It was hiding the whole time. All right, let's go ahead and run this vase. The beautiful flowers, enameled, raised flower painted on there with the gilding. There's the bottom. All right, thank you, thank you. Okay, let's move on. This is a fun piece. Kind of heavy, so I'm going to be very careful getting it out of there. Very fun, like freeform glazed piece. There's some pottery. Let's run through that. Very beautiful coloring on this vase. It is very much like just a free form. Got some creases as it goes around with the lines. It's just the glaze that I really, really love. With all the tans and then like it's hard to see that blue on there. But I believe, is there no signature on this one? Nope. So it's just a fun, unknown artist little bud vase. It is get down 4¼ inches tall. And the little opening is just under an inch, 1¼ inch. Let me pull this one over. I know this one's in here. There it is. Freeform. Oh, did I show you the bottom? It's stoneware, which is like decent weight. Hi, Reggie Mac. Good afternoon. Hello. This guy is just a $10 start. Get him pulled over. There he is. Move to stage. We are running this guy. He's running. Just a $10 start. Beautiful, beautiful glaze. The tan and like the maroon with like the really like ocean blue in there. Unmarked. Thank you, thank you. Right. Oh. Another piece of pottery. This one is signed. But I'm not sure what that signature says. Another beautiful stoneware piece with some very lovely textures. Got like almost like a burnt top with the burnt orange and the tans running through it. This one's really pretty. And there's that signature. I don't know if you can, maybe Melanie? I'm not sure what that signature is. But we pull this one up. There it is. The pictures in the listing does it more justice, I think, than this camera. And this is just a $12 start piece. Refresh that so I can pull it up. And this one is more of a planter. It's 4½ on that opening and 3½ at its tallest. Hi, Matt Thrifter. Oh, thank you. I can pull him up and show you. He does have a little boo-boo just on the back of him. And he's just a $10 start if you want to look at that a little closer. Oh, thank you. I love pottery and glass for sure. But the work that it goes into for the glass and the pottery is just really what pulls me in. There's the inside. And again, there's that signature that I wish I could give credit to. Melanie is my main guess, but we'll run this one for 12. Oh shoot, it's at 30 seconds. Let me push that down a little bit. Thank you for hanging out and just looking at everything with me. I love just going through it. It's like Christmas again, unpacking and finding all the things that I forgot about. And I'll pull that owl forward if anybody's interested. Oh, this one is just a $12 start on this guy. Kind of more of a free form. tans and like a burnt orange color. Thank you, thank you. I'll show this guy. Hi, Letha. So here he is in all his glory of, like, look at his feet. Just the carving that went into his feet. All the colorations of the wood. There's the bottom. This one isn't signed. But there's just the boo-boo on the back. Could not see it if he's on the shelf. But like, look at all that. I am great. How are you? Thank you for asking. That's so sweet. His beak is in good condition. I like the little detail of it being like open, how an owl would actually sit. Oh, really? That's funny. Like the same exact one. Sorry, I'm pulling him up over here. There he is. Let me switch him to live. What did I say? $12 or $10 start? I can't remember. I'll just do 10 since it's in my head. Put him down to 15 seconds. All right. Pull him back up. There you go. Oh, okay, just a bit darker. Okay. Yeah, the camera is showing him a little lighter than what he is, but just barely. See, here he is. He is 6 inches tall to the ear. No damage on the front or his little toes. I can hold him up so you can see it a little bit better. And we'll just go ahead and run him. He is running for 10. Just that carving is so great. And Letha, yeah. In our new house, which is why we're unboxing, we just moved. We have windows all around our bed. My husband likes them open. And so we leave them open to sleep. And so when we wake up, we see all the trees that are just now blooming with their beautiful, like, bright green flowers. And we have a little bit of what's it called, green belt behind us, and then it's the golf course behind us. So we have a lot of rabbits and squirrels, and I saw a rabbit this morning as soon as I woke up. So yes, great day because I opened my eyes. I love that. All right, thank you for looking at that guy. Let's see what else we can add to the table. We've got some glass. I've got a amber glass Kanawa double spouted pitcher. This is a really fun piece. With a clipper ship is what I learned this is. Let me find this one. There we go. Sorry, I'm switching it to live so I can pull it up. Okay. Oh, excuse me. I haven't had any coffee yet, and I'm feeling it. There it is. This guy is a $28 start. It's a good piece of glass, that textured amber. You can see kind of in the light. Hi, Kay Wilson. Good afternoon. And there's the bottom. Hiya. Love it. How are you? How's it going? We're looking at this Kanawha double-spouted pitcher with, welcome back, Navy Mama, with a clipper ship. I thought it would just be a sailboat, but it's clipper ship motif is what they call it. I love me some vintage. Hello, hello. Who else did I miss? Christy's Corner. Hello. I'm sorry I missed you. Let's see. Let's go ahead and run this. It is 8 1/4 inches tall, and that spout is 3 1/4. Just a very lovely piece of glass. All right, Kay Wilson, that is yours. Thank you, thank you. Good grab. That was a good one. Appreciate your bid. Congratulations. You're very welcome. I will try to find more glass. I've had quite a lot of the wood and the primitives. But I'll try to find some glass to go through. Kind of just pulling from the top so I don't have anything fall. I have this cool glass vase. Okay, perfect. Local glass. Oh yeah. That's fun. Just to be the same area that they make it. Where are you, Kay Wilson? Where's local? Hi, Shara. I remember having a friend in middle school named Shara. That's a fun little flashback memory. All right, so we have this really cool, just oddball glass piece with this added like snake-like. That bubble almost makes it look like an eye. And then just all the different swirls. It makes it look earthy to me. Like this is the grass and it comes up into the sunset. This applied like little funky snake-like piece to it. I think I've pulled this up before. Let me see if I can pull up the listing itself. Maybe I haven't made a listing for it before. So let me do that. Make the listing real quick. But yeah, I love glass, especially like the unknown ones too, like that just have their own special kind of style that you don't see all that often. Funky, freeform, orange and green glass vase. It is like what you see on camera is how it is in person, with like the white kind of specks up here and then the swirls as it goes down. I'll do this one at 28 as well, just because it's so fun and funky. Push that back a little bit. Did I show you the bottom? Here's the bottom. It's like it is polished Pontal, but it makes it look like a lime, like a very limey texture, lime rind texture at the bottom. But then it smooths out as you get to the top up here. And then it's like speckled. It's just very cool. I haven't seen anything like this. So it just stuck out to me and I love it. It is 8.5 inches tall. It's got some decent weight to it. 2.25. Yes. Shipping overages over $1, they do get refunded. Absolutely. And let me make sure combined shipping is on this because I think this would be fine. £3. Yeah, that'd be fine. Just making sure everything is set up for this listing. Okay, what did I say? How tall was it? 8.5. 8.5 inches tall. $28 start on this guy. And he's running. Very, very, very cool. Haven't seen anything like this before. There's that bottom. Free form, like snake application kind of thing on there. Right, thank you for looking. Whoop. He's gonna take a nap. Don't worry about it. He's taking a nap. Okay, let's see. Hi, Haley B. Okay. And I do have a Facebook, Morai Finds. If you follow me over there, I'd much appreciate it, so that I can get enough followers to stream over there from knickknacks. Just really appreciate the follow. If you don't already follow me on here, I usually do Monday shows and Fridays. Just depends on the week. And then I like to do late night Monday jewelry shows. They're so fun. I enjoy them so much. And I have one set up for tonight. It'll probably, I should be on at 10:45. I might be on a little earlier, just depending on if my kiddo goes down to bed sooner than that. But the jewelry shows are fun. We get to go through a lot of fun jewelry pieces and just hang out for all of us who are night owls. All right, so it's Argyle Pottery. It is a local studio to me. That's one of their marks. They also have their Argyle Pottery mark right there. Just the bottom. I like the fun like paintbrush strokes on this one. And it being kind of like the neutral tones, it'll fit anywhere. Little bud vase. Just the top. That is 6 3/4. Oh, but like I was saying, I'll have my jewelry show on tonight. I believe I put it at 10:45 start, but I might be on a little bit earlier if my kiddo goes to sleep in time. I've always been on mid-shift schedule at the hospital where I work as a paramedic. And so while he was in my belly, that's what schedule we were on, and that's how he's been this whole time. He's 2.5 now, so he's a night owl and he likes to sleep in just like I do, so it works out great. All right, let me see. Hi, Beth. Good afternoon. Thank you for coming in, hanging out. Let me pull this guy up. Make a listing for him real quick. Argyle Pottery. studio. This is just an $8 start. There's decent weight on this guy. So I'm going to keep the weight for the shipping as is. Hi, thank you for hanging out with me. So we're looking at this vase. You turn it all around. And it's got some like purples and blues like that other vase did. But it's mostly tans and browns. How tall? I always forget how tall. 6.5 inches tall. And it's running. Very pretty. I see that the glaze stops all the way through, so you might need to do faux flowers or find like a little teeny tiny insert just to make sure. It's the Morye Finds. Morye Finds. Thank you for asking. Appreciate that. I've kind of slacked on my posts and on all that. Hi, Donna's. Hi, Donna's Doodads. Jolene. Hi. Welcome, everybody. I've slacked on my Facebook videos, and I've tried to start doing like shopping videos. We moved, and then we went on vacation. And so it's been just a crazy 2 months or so. Hi there. I'm happy to see you this afternoon. Thank you for popping in. Happy to see everyone, really. I don't like hanging out by myself. All right. Thank you for looking at that one. If you see anything on the table that you'd like to take a closer look at, just let me know. There are some stuff hidden back here. There's a beautiful Italian pottery spoon rest. If anybody's interested in this, just a $8 start. That. And some other pottery, beautiful glass. We'll clear some off so we can make room for new stuff. All right. A little bit of room now. Okay. Let's pull this one little tidbit tray. Here we go. Very fun California pottery, like almost mustard, but like a Dijon mustard coloring to this. I love the swirls and like the splatter of the white in the glaze. Very fun, very mid-century, like shape and flow of this. Made in USA on the top here. And then RD71 is the marking. You can see the older screw down there. Pretty sure I have it pulled up. And I have my other phone stand, and I might switch y'all over to that one. There it is. Oh, it's already in there. Let me pull that up. And this is just a $20 start. Let me measure it out for you. At its longest, it is 10 inches. Yeah, by 8 inches. And yeah, now that the table's kind of full, let me switch y'all to my standing tall stand. Everybody feel tall now? Get you just right. I just got this one, so it's the first time using it. So let's see. Oh, that's so much better. You can see it so much better. Okay. Just gonna leave you all like that. How's the view? Is that okay to see everything? Now you can see stuff in the back. Let me know if y'all like it, or if I should get you closer or change it up somehow. Make sure I'm not missing anybody. Hi, Sandra. Hi, Glassy Plants. Hello again. So good to see you. All right, so this is 10 inches by 8 inches. Let's go ahead and run that one. This beautiful California pottery. Oh, RD71 is the marking. This is running $20 start on this one. Hi, Jane Jane. Good afternoon. There we go. Thank you for looking at that one. Moonchild. Hi. Good afternoon. Hi. Thank you for popping in and saying hi. I love the interaction. I'm not the greatest with getting conversations started, so I appreciate that. How is everybody? How are you, Jane Jane? All right. Next, I have this really pretty, just basic neutral tone. Ooh, that's good. That's a good one. Oh, so you're recovering from the spring break. That's so fun. My kiddo's 2.5, so I don't have that. I have him home most of the time, but today he is at school at daycare, so I can do this show and hang out with everybody. Have kind of some adult time. Did y'all get to do anything for spring break, or you just hung out and it was staycation fun? We're looking at this beautiful, like, neutral ceramic. I guess it's clay. Very pretty, like, brown clay base. This one is not marked, if I'm right. No. There is a marking. I'm sorry. I've never been able to make it out. Something. Fav 40. I don't know. I don't know what that marking is. Looks like 40 to me. Or I don't know. I don't know what that says. Death Valley. Oh, we drove through there. We did not stay. I know, it's so cryptic. We drove through Death Valley to get to California. We were headed to... Hi, Hungry Bananas. My kiddo would love that name. He loves bananas. Yeah, we drove through Death Valley. And it was kind of scary because we were in a rental. And we saw several cars stuck on the side of the road, just overheated. And we did get a little overheated, but we were able to turn it off and let it reboot, and we were able to get out of there and get to our beach. We went to Oceanside as we drove through there. So that was quite a few years ago. Hi, Linda. But yeah, I remember my mom always loving spring break because it was harder. It was a lot more work to get us to school and after school events and homework and all that. So when did we first drive through there? I don't think it was summer, but it was still hot enough to kills some cars. So I can't imagine like during actual summer. This is just a beautiful clay, very well done. Like you can see how thin it is and how even everything is. It is 6 inches tall. Yeah. And then the opening is 1 5/8. I believe I have a listing for this. Let me pull that up. So what do you do in Death Valley? Is it just hiking or just exploring? Make a listing for this one real quick. It is signed. I just can't read what it is. This is just a $6 start. Let me change the weight on this real quick. There we go. That's better. All right. This one is running. Beautiful, like clay. And then here is the signature. They signed it dark on the dark, so it's very hard to tell. Thank you for looking at that. We ended up only spending a day. Oh, Badwater Basin. Oh, so does that make the water like super cold? It would make sense. In Western Hemisphere. Oh, that does sound super fun though. I love hiking and road stops. Yes, absolutely. That sounds so fun. I'm sorry it was too hot though. It's kind of unfortunate. Next, I have this just clear glass flower frog. There is no signature on it. But with spring coming up and like planters and vases getting pulled out for flowers, figured it'd be cool to pull this up. Let me change it over to a live listing. Sorry. This is just a $12 start. Okay, move to stage. Let me measure this. Hi, Call Monkey. Thank you for popping in. This is a 5-inch flower frog. No damage. This is just like a crease in the glass. You can see that. It's just a crease from the mold. It'd be cool. I know marbles are popular too, to display all your marbles. Looks like you get 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 little spots on there. So let's run this one. It's running. Glass flower frog or marble holder, since those are popular. It'd be cool to have like a really big one up here and then just surround it with all your pretty little ones. Thank you for looking. Let's see what else I can pull out of here. Got Mexican clay calla lily mug. We'll pull out a couple items and see if anybody's interested. We got cute little doll, redheaded doll, yarn hair doll with her little woven hat. And got some Limoges and Nippon dishes. Pull those out. If anybody's interested in those, the dishes will be 8. She's going to be 16. That little mug is just 8 as well. So $8 starts and $16 start on her. If anybody's interested. Let's just keep pulling things out. Got some more beautiful, like, studio pottery pieces. Let's look at these. I'm pretty proud of myself at how I packaged everything up because it's all coming out so well. Stack these over here. So here's just a little bowl or planter. The very light and pretty, like, drip glaze on this is stunning. It almost brightens up whatever you'd set it on. It is Ardington pottery. I love this, like, light gray, almost like sky gray, stormy gray, with a peach drip on that. This one is just, I think I have this pulled up. Let me see what that start on that one is. And this other one, either a bowl or a planter. This one is also signed, but again, it's like a stoneware, so it's usually hard to see those signatures. That signature right there. Let me see what those starts are. So this little one is a $12 start. Let me pull that listing over and you can see the pictures and the colors a little bit better. Pull it up. All right. So this is what's on stage, this little one. Hi. Hi, BB. Welcome in. Thank you for joining. This little guy is 4 inches by 2 inches. I'm going to drop this down to 8. This will just be an $8 start. It's little, but it's very pretty. We'll run that one. It's running. Yeah, it's almost like a stormy sky gray blue with the tan drip all the way down, all the way around. Like a nice little added definition to there. Thank you for looking. This next one, pretty sure I labeled it as a bowl. I know it's in there somewhere. So we're looking at this one. It's not in there. Let me make a listing for it real quick. Set that down there. And I'll show you the inside. The inside is just as beautiful as the outside. It's just an $8 start as well. Oh, B. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. And it's so hard. Hi, B94 Connie. To know with like our just login names. Hello, hello. We're looking at this art pottery signed. Probably call it a bowl, but you put like a nice metal flower frog in there. Be a cute little planter too. I like this black gray drip down the side and the swoops on the side. Hi, Amul. It's just a really cool glazed piece. And this is running for 8. Let's see if I missed anybody. Nope. Okay, cool. All right. Thank you for looking at that one. Hello, hello, everybody. Thank you for popping in and hanging out. I have these beautiful Bavaria hand-painted creamer sugar sets. Let's pull that out. Perfect for spring. It is a lidded sugar. These are decent size for a creamer and sugar. There's that sugar bowl, and here is the creamer. Yeah, this is Bavaria. They both have the same marking. And here is the creamer. Look how pretty for your Easter table with the pink flowers and the beautiful background of the like faded green and blues to pink. There's no damage, no chips or cracks. That line contrast between the yellow and the pink and then up green and blue. That's so fun. The gilding is in pretty good shape on these. And I thought they were signed. Might have been a different set that I had, but even like the lid is so daintily and pretty painted. see. Let's see a little better. There we go. Well, the colors on my phone are coming across, but on my laptop aren't coming across. So I hope you can see this very well because the colors are stunning. The painting is stunning on this set. I believe this is a $26 start, if I'm not wrong. No chips or cracks, no damage to either piece. Would these be like poppies? Are these poppy flowers? Does anybody know? Or like, kind of look like maybe buttercups, maybe? So we are looking at this set. There it is. Okay, let me pull them up. They're so pretty. I'm definitely a flower girl. I love everything flowers, especially on porcelain and glass. Oh, they already started. These are just a $20 start. It's already running, but I can rerun it if anybody was interested in those. Sorry about that. And then I don't think I showed the bottom of this one. There's the bottom, Bavaria. You can see the beautiful pink and the green, the blues. Oh, so pretty for your Easter table. I'm going to restart that because I didn't even notice I was doing it myself. There's the lid. The inside is in great condition on both pieces. 3.5 and 4 inches tall. So there's that set. Thank you for looking. Oh, get her more sturdy up here. There we go. To kind of go with that creamer sugar set, here is some Limoges, another great piece to add to your Easter dinner table. It's AK Company, France Limoges. Yeah, you can see the detailing in the gilding of this one. Like there's like a leaf pattern in this gilding. Hand painted. They just pair so well. Hi, Danny. Hello, sir. Welcome in. The box we're going through doesn't have a whole lot of glass. I think I have the Jordan Imports little bowl in there that I can pull out for you. Let me pull up that Limoges plate, and then I'll pull out the glass. This is 8 1/4 by 4.5. It's a nice size little piece, and look how well they go together. It's so pretty. And that is running. While that's running, let me pull out my glass piece that I have in here. It's actually one of the next pieces. So that was good timing, Danny. All right, thank you for looking at that one. These out of the way. There we go. All right, so here's some glass. It's a very decent piece of glass. I am pretty sure it is Jordan Imports Company, but it's just so hard to tell because it is not marked, but it has this beautiful polished bottom. And like the really light green that's in here that you can kind of see down here does glow in black light. It's pretty faint just because there's not a whole lot on the piece. But, and then you can see the teal. There we go. You can see a little better in the sunlight. The teal with the green is just stunning. And it is 12 by 11 inches. Let me pull that one up. Let me pull it from over here. I'm sorry, y'all. There it is. The pictures in the listing do it quite the justice for it. So if you want to look at those, this is a $32 start. All right, let me pull it up here. No, actually, let's drop it to 28 on that start. There we go. All right, and it's 12 inches by 11 inches this way. Hi, El Sol Studios. We're looking at this beautiful glass piece. It's got some weight to it. Let me actually double check that weight on the listing. It needs to be a little higher probably. But any overages over $1 for shipping are refunded, absolutely. Most everything can be combined shipping. This will be easy to combine shipping. Just package it up just right and put it on the bottom. Hi, the vintage vibe. We're going to finish unboxing this box. And this, I believe, Jordan Imports Company, possibly Murano. The bright green does glow under black light, and then like the fun teal aqua coloring in the center is just really pretty. Thank you for looking at that. So a couple more pieces in here. We are unpacking after I just moved, for those who just popped in. And so we're just going through it. This is one of my favorite pieces I have of pottery because the blue is just so stunning. I'll turn you down a little bit so you can see it better. There we go. No chips or cracks. This whole piece is in excellent condition. Another stoneware piece, so it's got some weight to it. Hi, Speechy. Welcome in. Let me make sure I have this one ready to go. pretty sure I have a listing of this. Maybe not. I don't have a listing for this, so let me get that pulled up. I believe it is signed. Oh, it just has like a studio marking right here. So let me write that up. The best part about this is the feet on the bottom. I think it's really cool. It's got the double handle, and then it's got 4 little feet on the bottom. Like, makes it just so fancy. Oh, there is a signature. Can I read it? No, I cannot read that. Then there's also like a marking. Striped brown base? Absolutely. I can absolutely run that. Let me get some measurements on this. We'll run this one and I'll pull that back up for sure. This is 6 3/4 from handle to handle. And to the top of the lid, it is like 3 1/4 tall. And just those feet are what are so fun about this piece. I mean, all of it, like just the texture on the side, just stunning in person. We'll run this one for 22. It's running. Again, like even the inside is like so lovely glazed, and under the cover, the lid, look at those colors. Thank you for looking at that. I have it right here. Is this the one you're talking about? Vintage vibe? Okay. Let me get a measurement on you for you again. 6 inches. You pull that up. Where'd it go? There we go. It is not liking the words I'm putting in to find it. Thank you for your patience. There it is. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, that makes sense. It's a sake container because it does have a signature down here, or a marking, I would say, but no signature. But how fun! That's so cool. I'm glad to finally put a match together. That's so cool. And that is running for you. Vintage Vibe is in. Hi, everybody. Hi, Jane Co. Kat. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. Hi. Thank you for saying hi. I appreciate that. That is yours. Thank you. Thank you. Congratulations. And also, congratulations on making a set. I love that. I think I am one of those that would put things together in the stores if I find matchy matches. All right, let's see what is left in our box. Looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more items. Okay. So I've had this item for a little bit now. I just loved the colors, and the texture was so weird that I liked it. It had 2 angled cups with it too. Oh, I love it. A whole fun set. That's so fun. So here is this piece. I think it's like concrete or cement. I'm not sure what the difference is on that wordage. But there is like a firing crack. I call it the firing crack because it doesn't go, I guess it does go all the way through right here. But like, and then there's another one right here. You see, and it does go through, but as like a planter, if you just put the little bit of water down here with a heavy flower frog, you should be good. But look at the colors. Hi, Pigwick. And I was saying I've had this for a while, and I just noticed that there's initials on it. I did not know it was like signed. That's so fun. But yeah, it's like very porous. So actually, I'm not sure if you can put water in here. I'm not sure. It's just a fun piece. The texture is so cool. Like I said, it's just like porous, and like how I don't even know if that's like even if it'd be a glaze or just a paint for this. I guess it'd be a glaze. Like it was all fired together. Let me make a listing for this and we'll measure it out. But in and of itself, the color is stunning. That bright ocean aqua coloring is awesome. Sorry, I lost train of thought. So this would be an $8 start for this one. It is a decent size, so let me make sure. I need to up the weight a little bit. Shipping overages over $1 are refunded back to you. And I've had some significant overages that I've had to send back. It's been crazy. All right, let me put that in. And then it is 6 inches by 3 1/4. We'll run this one. And then it's got some weight to it. Here's the bottom. Like it's got some brown with the blue. It just makes it more earthy. Perfect for spring. All right, thank you for looking. And then I have this really old, fun Iroquois beaded purse. The handle is intact. There is definitely some color fading of the fabric. But then when you open it up, you can see what the actual color was. Look how pretty of a color that was. And it does still latch. The latch still works. There's the inside. Just very delicate piece. But I believe it'd be calla lilies, which are one of my favorite flowers. So the history in and of itself, and then the delicacy of the flowers are what caught my eye. I think I have a listing for this one. Let me fix that listing real quick. Yeah, it is an Iroquois tribe is what it is attributed to. This is a $30 start on this one. Stage. It's very tiny. It is 3.5 inches wide by 2.25. The handle is intact. Just look how pretty that is. It is running. Beautiful beads, little dangles. Just beautiful to look at. I don't think I'd use it for anything, but thank you for looking at that. I have this fun, like, earthy texture with more blue, and it is signed. Not sure that marking or what that character is, but the fun cutouts, the votive holder, beautiful inside. This will just be a $6 start. Let me fix the weight on this one. All right, and this one is running. Very, very pretty color combo. It is 3 5/8 by 3 inches. It is running. Thank you for looking. Here is a set of candle holders. I just had it in my head who possibly makes this. Because it looks like Treasure Craft, but what's the other one? Starts with an S, I think. Pretty sure. Oh, what's it called? It's not Sirocco. I don't know why that's in my head. I think I just watched a video. Someone mentioned it. Oh, can't remember. Can't remember now. These look like Treasure Craft, but they're usually marked Treasure Craft from what I've seen. Otherwise, it's the Sequoia. Is that Sequoia pottery? Pretty sure that's what that is. Oh, thank you for your purchase of those earrings. If you like more of the jewelry that's in there, I will be having a jewelry sale tonight after I put my kiddo to bed. The live is set up for 10:45. I hope I make it, or I hope I'm early, actually. But thank you for that purchase, Vintage Vibe. I appreciate you. Here are congratulations. Those are a good grab. They're really, really pretty. That photo doesn't do them justice. I think I just had them out. They are kind of tucked away, or else I'd pull them out to show you. If you want me to go grab them, I can. Hi, Marsha's Attic. Jay Griff. Good afternoon. I have not run these yet. I was still talking about these. No, you're fine. You're totally fine. I was trying to think of the maker. I think it's Sequoia Pottery. Hi, J Sweet. Hello again. Who did I miss? Pixie Sticks, Marsha's Attic. Hello, hello, Savvy Style. But yeah, these are great. And they're marked USA. So that's why I'm thinking they're Sequoia. Hi, Cat. 727 USA. And it's the pair. There's no damage to either piece. Since I just pulled them out of the box, let me make sure. But here's the pair. Let me pull them up. I need to fix the listing first. Nope, they're ready. Okay, let me pull them up here. These are so mid-century, it's crazy. The brown and the orange. Hi, Hillbilly Mama. Hello, hello. Yeah, so these are just a $24 start. USA Pottery candle holder set. 24 for the pair. Here's the back again. Believe they are Sequoia. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Hi, thank you for coming in. Welcome back, brown paper package. Welcome back. Okay. Hello, hello. So these are a matching set, and they are 9 inches long, and at its widest, 5 3/4. These are $24 start, and they're running right now. Hi, Lady Lucky. Can't remember how you said you liked that one. Hi, Mostly Mid-Century. Hello. Welcome to everybody. These are running. All right. Thank you for looking at these stunners. Hi, Camo. Let's see what else we have in our box to pull out. Oh, I love Poppy Trail pottery. California pottery. I think they're one of my favorite makers. I want a set. I wouldn't mind a set of this, but I know they have several different patterns that I like. And I'm looking for a new set for the new house. I think I just don't need this big piece. That's why I'm selling this. Hi, Big the Chick. Lots of people popping in. Hello, Hollywood. All right, we are going to run this Poppy Trail Pottery by Metlocks, made in California. There's all the markings on the back. No damage. It's not super heavy. It's a decent sized platter piece. The greens and like the mustardy yellows are stunning for spring. 14 1/4 inches. And we are going to run this. I think I have a listing for this. Let me see. There it is. Yeah. We pull this up. This is a $24 start. 14 inches by 11 inches. And that one is running. Very pretty. Pull you back a little bit so you can see it. Very pretty spring table piece. All right, thank you for looking at that one. I have one more piece to pull out. It is a fun textured, painted Japanese porcelain piece decorated in Hong Kong. I love the red with the flowers and the butterflies. Um, Again, more flowers. Flowers are my vibe for sure. Let me pull this one up. Okay, that one's ready. This one will put down to $20 start on this one. Okay, you got the florals, you got the beautiful green with the red and the butterflies. This one is also 14, but it's a little skinnier, 10.5 inches. I'll roll it across so you can see. Shell dish. Oh, okay. Yeah. I will go and look at it, and whenever you're ready, just let me know and I can send it to you specifically, and we'll get that to you whenever you can. And then, so there's that. Oh, I didn't show you the back. Got some old stickers on the back. And then there's the Japanese porcelain decorated in Hong Kong. ACF is like the maker of that. And we'll run this one. Is running. Let me see. Let me double check on that. Shell dish. Let me see if I can see it in here. Oh, it's the shell handle tray, the serving tray. Is that right? Is that what you're talking about? Hi, my sunroom chair. What is candlesticks and stuff thing? Amber glass with brass. Oh, Hillbilly Mama, I will screenshot like the and Hillbilly Mama, it was the shell handled tray, right? That you hearted. Let me see if I can see that. Oh. Gotcha. Yes, I see your like in my notifications, so that'll be saved for you. Yep, that will be saved. Yeah, that one is. I think I already pulled that one out of the box. I don't know where I put it. So yeah, I have that like saved for you. Yes, ma'am. So whenever you're ready, it'll be saved in there. And so You can message me and I can send it directly to you and we'll get that to you. And then this, it's not brass, it's just gilding. A little bud vase. I noticed, oh, no, I have it in like my main, like, knickknacks / district page. And so it's saved in there. Your like is saved in there. It's just a matter of going back through my notifications. The notifications stay in there for sure. Yeah, no problem. I noticed I don't get a whole lot of brass. The only brass piece I can think of is the Delft, the blue Delft, with like the brass on it. And I don't think I've pulled that out yet from packing. And then the only other brass I get is like Cloisonné. I really like Cloisonné. I just need to start looking for brass because I get requests for it quite a bit. So, oh yeah, no worries. I get it. Hillbilly Mama, no problem. Yeah, just reach back out to me. If you're not able to find it in my bin again, then I'll send it directly to you whenever you're ready. All right, that is the last of this tub. So I'm gonna see who we can raid into and finish up for now. And I'll be back on for the jewelry sale tonight at around 10:45, hopefully 10:30. And we'll be on for a few hours tonight. Thank you everybody for popping in. Let's see. Let's go to Staley Vintage with some figurines. Thanks everybody.